Welcome to December 30th. And as we're ending this year off, there has been a mass awakening happening across our globe. And I had one this year, and there's a lot of people on here that maybe you are going through an awakening and you don't even know it. What are some of the symptoms of it? Well, one of them is just having awareness. Have you got to the point where you've had some incredible moments with your body, understanding that our body is a soil suit, that it's designed to be connected to nature? Maybe you're feeling a lot more love. Maybe you're feeling emotions that you've never felt before. Maybe you're feeling physical pain in your body. And I want to help explain this a little bit. As we're coming into 2026, there is going to be a lot of changes happening, and our body is going through a transition where we're going from I know it sounds a little different, but we're going from a carbon-based body, cellular level, to a light-based, a light-based body. What does that mean? It means that the foods that we're going to be eating are going to be a little different. We need a lot of hydration. If you want to research how this is, to find out where this is coming from, just go to HeartMath Institution. They over for the last 30 years, they've been doing tests, and they've been running tests. You can go right on there, and you can see the Schumann resonance, you can see the solar flares, you can see the peer reviews, the study that they've done to show how this affects our bodies, it affects our minds, it affects our heart. And through the next few weeks, we're going to be doing a daily discussion how this can affect our heart, how it can affect our families, how to prepare ourselves, because man, the transition is here. We are in the new world, man. There has been a shift. And this shift, some people can feel it. How the Schumann resonance works is there is an electronic current that goes into our earth, and it's in our atmosphere, and it keeps a certain hertz all the time at this 7.83. In our bodies, we are a body inside of a spirit. So our spirit has like this electronic field that goes around us. So there's an earth field and there's an electronic field that goes around us. So if the earth field, which they're saying the Schumann resonance, what's happening is there's slight adjustments. It's peaking, the bandwidth is a little bit more. It's not like exploding. If you go online and if you're part of some of these groups, it makes it almost look like the world's exploding. Solar flares and, these things have been going on for a long time. So it's not, this is nothing to really worry about. We're not going to fry, we're not disintegrating, but it's very possible that you're feeling pain. It's very possible that you're feeling issues with maybe your people's heads, if you're getting more migraines than you're used to. I've been having a lot of back pain right here, but it's a different type of back pain that only comes when I'm sleeping, and it's almost like electric current back there. And I know back in the past that I've ruptured discs and damaged things, and I believe the Schumann resonance, and this is just my belief, I'm not a doctor, but the Schumann resonance, this electronic field with my field, is repairing my body in ways that it's happened to me over and over and over again this year. So you have this Earth's magnetic field, our Mother Earth, really, is what it is. It has a field, and that Schumann resonance is changing. It might just be this much. You understand? Like, there's so many people out there that are scared that we have to make, what's happening to me? We're getting electrocuted. Like, it's not like that, guys. What this is this field is ramping up just a little bit. This has been prophesized. I recommend getting your hands on the Hopi Native American prophecy, the blue star, I think it's Katina or Katrina, and the red star. These are prophecies. The rainbow warrior, and they talked about this thing that's going to be coming in a star that's going to be coming about the same time that we have in our calendars right now. And the star is going to bring with it change. It doesn't mean it's coming down here and blowing things up. It's a sign that there's change coming. And curiously, about the same time, the Earth's magnetic field has been doing a lot of crazy, weird little things. So what does that mean for you? Well, it doesn't mean you go out there and change everything and get scared. It means that we have to change. We have to rise with Mother Earth. If the Earth is changing her frequency a little bit, that means we have to change it a little bit too. Well, how do we do that? One, foods. Foods are so important. You know, one of the best foods that you can get if you're going through these changes is if we want to like link up and we want our personal magnetic field that is around us. Again, this is science. You can go to HeartMath Institute. We have a field that goes that they can track that goes 3 feet around our body, outside of our body, that connects into this other magnetic field. So how do we raise that field to be stronger? How do we expand that field? Well, it's through emotions. It's through eating right. It's through positivity. It's through getting the negative out of our life. Negativity destroys our field, just like a negative current in a battery, because believe it or not, you are a battery. So a battery, if it's getting a negative charge, it's gonna not produce what it needs to charge you. So if you're getting negative charges through being negative, if you're going around and you're gossiping, if you're creating chaos in your family, if you're eating a bunch of processed food, if you're drinking a bunch of alcohol, if you're using a bunch of prescription medications that you probably shouldn't be using, if you're being negative and angry and you're talking about it and you're spewing it, you're going down a path with the Earth's resonance right now, with the new Hertz. This Hertz is not going to support that. You're going down a path of destruction. It's going to destroy you and your family unless they rise out of it. Now, if you decide, hey, I feel this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust to this, I'm going to eat a lot of fruits. Guys, listen, fruits has structured water in it. I don't really care about what people's opinions are about fruit. There's so much scientific, it's the original food. It's the food, like if you go according to the Bible, it says in Genesis 1, he gave us fruit for meats. Like I haven't ate meat and I don't, it's been 5-6 months. Does it look like I'm withering away? Guys, a lot of the stuff has just been propaganda and lies telling us that we have to eat this and that. Really, it's just done a lot of damage to us. I haven't eaten meat in a long time. I feel great. I eat primarily fruits. I do eat a couple eggs. I have some. You can get a lot of protein in nuts and avocados and different things. You don't have to be eating meat. You don't have to be having alcohols. But I would say fruits, man. Eat a lot of fruits. Bananas, oranges, watermelon. I had a lot of strawberries yesterday. I'm eating kiwis right now. Just eat a lot of fruits because they're structured water, and what that will do is it gets into your fascia. Now, as this Earth's magnetic field is changing, it is pulling on your fascia. Our fascia is this little thing, and you can go onto my site. I have a lot of stuff on fascia. It's these little things that contain water and it's skin that goes all the way through our body. If you open up an orange or a lemon and you see those the little lines, little white lines, that's fascia. That same stuff is in our body, and it goes into our organs. It goes into some of our muscles. It goes into our everywhere in our entire body. And it's one organ all around us. This whole thing is just one connected being. And what happens is the more dehydrated we are, the more that fascia clumps up. And so with this Earth's magnetic field, what's happening with us right now is if your fascia is really dehydrated, it's causing you way more pain than you probably should be in. You have to hydrate for these changes. It's not just a mental thing. Like, there's a lot of people are like, well, how do I get through the Schumann resonance and these solar flares? But if I ask them about their diets, are you preparing yourself? Like, you should be eating a lot of nuts. You should be drinking a lot of water. You should be having a lot of fruits. You should be eating things that are getting into your fascia and giving you the right nutrients to be able to absorb all these solar flares. Because here's the thing, if your body's prepared for it, the solar flares are actually kind of fun. The spiritual awakenings are kind of fun. The revelations that come with these flares, if you're putting your body, like, are you grounding? So far I have 11 days of grounding underneath us. You can go in there and I literally